So yeah, as we were left, we were seeing that Russia is in a pretty bad spot. But now you guys are thinking, wait, didn't Dutch Rome help Russia trying to rebuild? Yeah, but turns out the Russians found out through Poland that they were actually trying to squeeze money, like they were trying to squeeze Russia to make basically what they did to the Purple Team in the original timeline. They were doing this to Russia to get them out of the way. Since like the old empire is gone, there is still Russia, and then there is China. It's basically the three global powers of the Cold War. Yeah, the Dutch don't like the old empire Russia, and since the old empire is well dead and occupied, the only country left is actually Russia. So yeah, this leads since it's a massive army and Russian morale isn't even that high, they're actually not going to put that much resistance into it. Since they found out they've been betrayed, they will try some resistance and they will like try to do some pushbacks. And against Red Archangels, they're actually able to like weaken them a lot. And they may win that. Like they may still survive after all. But then here we go. A brown Siberian country has just popped out. And we see that they're supported by the circle team and this blue country which is becoming massive. But yeah, this area is isolated and they surrender to brown Siberia. They surrender to them like they fall. And yeah, this further weakens Russia, which is still pretty big. Basically, what the Dutch want to do is to make them weak, but they still don't want them to get balkanized like the old them. Yeah, we see actually Red Estonia keeping on their advances. See the Russians still trying to stop the Finnish, but it's not enough. It's not enough as we see that. Yeah, Red Archangel is actually in a pretty bad spot. They still survive thanks to Finland, but the green team and the pink team are also sending aid to Russia. The pink team are going to elect a fascist leader and they're joining the parallelograms. Meanwhile, the war happens. But yeah, we see another Russian defeat over here. We see that the Dutch objective is to beat them up a bit more, weaken them even more, and then they can stop. But they ain't stopping until they get the capital, which isn't very far away. Yeah, we see actually the Polish making a win here. We see these red Estonians marching over here. And yeah, Russia is still going to make a pushback here, which is they're trying to do something to be a hero. But then Poland doesn't win. Yeah, it's a back and forth front. Till somehow Poland has a logistical failure and they get pushed back. This is not good. Dutch Empire, maybe like it's the Dutch Republic, but in reality, it's the second Dutch Empire. Yeah, they're actually thinking that they have to end the war fast. They have to finish off of Russia fast, otherwise they might lose this. So yeah, we see the brown Siberians keeping going on until they eventually decide to stop to stabilize their newly formed country. Yeah, this happens, and the new area is bricked away. Thanks to Finland, Red Archangelsk is doing actually some pretty important pushbacks. Well, we see Russia winning here over here, and yeah, it's a pretty back and forth front. The south, it isn't, as we see another Black Caucasian victory. We see another state. Nope, I cannot do that sadly. So see another state for all of this falling off. We go over here to the bluish country, which is actually going to take this land, and they're doing pretty well. And they reach out here, which is not the Russian capital, but it's very close. Very close, I think it's close. We're getting there. Yeah, we see that this happens. And Ukraine has done it. You Yeah, but now we see the Dutch pumping troops into Poland to make them do good advancements. They do, and after this win, they're saying, okay, it's enough. And somehow the Russians managed to peace out and survive this massive coalition war, even though they lost a lot of land. They're probably not as powerful as they were. They're still surviving. And yeah, Radar Archangelsk though is not having it. And Finland was supporting them during the war, but like now they're saying, calm down. The Red Archangels want to continue on with the war. What's going to happen is the Red Archangels is getting betrayed. They're getting annexed by Russia. Yeah, they tried to get their independence, but they failed because Finland left them. They do not want the second war with Russia. They're fine like this. Yeah. Okay, we see that this Petersburg country gets released. Though they're pretty small, still gained independence. And we see this country is getting released. Caucasia getting these borders. The two Caucasias, like Bronze Siberian, gain independence. Yeah, this is the final treaty. Hold up. Yeah, these borders. Yeah, to fix borders, this province gets given to Poland, which got land from this, I think. And yeah, this is the end. Another country has fell. A new order is rising. A new leader will take place in Russia, and then we'll see what will happen in the next step. See ya in the next video.